What's up, folks? Tyrone here. Once again, I'm here with another video trying to get y'all some breaking, fresh, new insight on this racist country that we live in called America. But this one is about Donald Trump. And in an interview that Donald Trump did with a Fox News host, I want y'all, the interview was just silly. I'm not going to try to play the whole entire interview, but it was a certain section that I wanted to pick out to show you guys that I am just tuned in to when people say, especially this guy, when he says something racist, right? So he was talking to the interviewer and he kept referring to nuclear weapons in a certain way. So I'm going to play the video and I want you guys to check this out and listen. And then I'll point out exactly what I'm talking about here in a second.
This is something that should have never happened. This is something that when Putin saw I was out and he saw what happened in Afghanistan, I think he looked at himself. He looked at his group. He said, here's our chance. They don't know what they're doing, because we looked worse than he ever looked with the way we got out of Afghanistan. So, I think that, and also they don't seem to be fighting with a lot of spirit. If they had a fight with spirit, like Ukraine is fighting with spirit, but Ukraine is a much smaller military, you have to remember.
What?
And now they're using tactics, and don't forget those tactics can get a lot worse. And importantly, I call it the N word, the nuclear word. People get a little angry when I say that. They said, don't get angry. It's the biggest threat in the world today.
Do you think he uses him? Do you think there's a story that Putin wanted to use him and his inner circle stopped it? Do you think Putin would use nuclear weapons?
Well, I don't think he'll stand for losing. So in some form, maybe limited form, but to think we're even having this conversation. You never mentioned the N-word, either one, okay? You never mentioned the N-word or the N-word. The nuclear N-word never was supposed to be mentioned. Now I'm reading every day. As an example, today I'm reading somewhere.
Listen.
Nuclear weapons?
Well, I don't think he'll stand for losing. So in some form, maybe limited form, but to think we're even having this conversation. You never mentioned the N-word, either one, okay? You never mentioned the N-word or the N-word. You never mentioned the N-word, either one, okay? You never mentioned the N-word or the N-word. The nuclear N-word.
See, this is what I'm saying with this video. There is no sense, it makes no sense for a former president of the United States of America to even play with the phrase, the N-word. He says you never mention the N-word, either one. I can use the N-word, but a lot of people get upset when I use the N-word, nuclear weapons, wink, wink. I mean, get the hell out of here. And this is what I say when I say this guy is racist. He tried to use these dog whistle tactics and talk to his base and always, put black people down or in case what he's trying to say, the N-word, he always trying to put the N-word down or whatever. And it's clear to me. But what I was saying the other night is when things like this happen, people says nothing, not a thing. But Kanye West say that he's going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews, and all of a sudden he got to go out and do apologies and the Jews feel threatened and all of this kind of stuff. And if you look up DEFCON 3, I think I'll look it up. I'll look up DEFCON 3 and I'll show you what Google is saying about DEFCON 3. It's just a threat level, right? It's an elevated threat level. That's my understanding of it, right? So there was really no physical threat of death coming from Kanye West. Now, I'm not defending Kanye West, but if what they're going by is he said that he's going to go DEFCON 3 on some Jews, then okay, let's take those words for what it is. And DEFCON 3 is an elevated threat level. You know how whenever we had a terrorist attack, we had those different levels of awareness, and we had, every time, we thought that another terrorist attack was going to come, we would elevate the threat level. It's something similar to that, DEFCON 3. So I get it. And he should apologize for even trying to insult that group of people. But what you just heard was a former president of the United States playing around with the phrase, the N-word. He was playing around with the phrase, the N-word. And for what purpose? What purpose was he playing around with the phrase, the N-word? He said it over and over and over again, where, you know, you can't say the N-word. You can't say the N-word, like somebody's keeping him back from saying something that he really wants to say. Say it. Say it. Just take the covers off. Say whatever you want to say. Don't be on the Fox News interview talking about, well, I can't really use the N-word, you know, nuclear, wink, 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 wink. The hell out of here. But my point with making this video, compared to what Kanye West did and what everybody is raising hell about with Kanye West, is that they're making Kanye West go out there and they're making sure that they do news stories about how offended Jewish people are about what Kanye West did, right? But whenever the president of the United States, the former president of the United States, says something like this, alluding to the N-word, there is nothing said about it. As a matter of fact, this host right here just, you know, accepts the commentary like it's normal course of business. No, it's not. No, it's not. But anyway, this is a real quick one. Y'all take it easy. Peace.